Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the new video. We'll do our legend hits again today, and we had a pretty decent day yesterday. Top plus 20 on the top of the leaderboards is pretty good, but it does mean we do need a 320 again, so let's get that. Let's show the army again for the new people, and then let's get straight into it with the first base right here. So we have once again this double rage ring base, so let's see how we'll take this down again, because last video we also had this base 3 times. Okay, let's just choose the entry at 3 o'clock right here, and I'd like to get the spitter down if possible, also a little bit of the rage compartment, and then I'll see where I can make the route entry. Let's put another invis in. It's going good right now, not looking like it's baited. Okay, I'm thinking I'll just recall after the scatter and the fire spitter, like right now, and then with this rage tower being triggered already, we should be able to go straight into that with the roots from this side right here. And once we get there, the rage should be worn out, and we put the king and queen on the left side, and this should be good. Perfect. Let's rage up and wait a little bit longer for the warden ability. Pop it right here. Then wall break the king in, hopefully able to snipe this minion prince. Perfect. And now it's just time to wrap around. I think I'll use the overgrowth on the spitter, maybe have the rage compartment, but first we can delay it a little bit longer. I'll use it now. And then use the rage into the rage compartment and freeze up. Yeah. We just got a wrap through, so let's pop the rocket spear, and yeah, this is base down. Another rage compartment ring base. It is a different variation this time, so let's see how we can take it down. I do think taking down one of the corners with the RC is pretty good, because then you also get a part of the rage compartment. So let me start here and see how far we can make it. It's going good right now, so let's pop another invisibility, and I think I want to get the multi-gear tower, the multi-archer tower. Maybe I'll use another invis too to get the rage tower itself down. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, yeah, the RC went to the king, so that's quite unfortunate. Let me just take him down and recall out. So now that the rage tower isn't actually triggered, I'll make my entry from here, behind the fire spitter. So put down the whole army, place the king on the side too with the witches, and let's see how this goes. Let's rage up. When the rage compartment triggers, also pop the warden ability. And then what overgrowth should we use? I feel like I would want my army to go into the rage tower, so I'll overgrowth this. But this might have been pretty bad actually, because everything is splitting off to the left side. No worries, we should still be pretty good. Also still have the rocket spear, so let's pop that right now. And once this overgrowth wakes up, I'll rage up and probably pop the king ability. Yep. Okay. Bit of a weird split at the end, but easy triple nonetheless. Once again, a double rage compartment ring base. Seems like everybody is very much loving those. This is once again a different variation, and I know the original version of it, so on those I mostly go for this Monolith and the multi-gear tower, so let's try the same. Should be good. As long as she does path into the Monolith, of course. Yeah, perfect. This is looking pretty good. I don't need to use the last invisibility, so perfect like this. And I can make my route entry from 9 o'clock side into this rage compartment and pop the warden ability there. Place king and queen on the side and maybe wall break in for the king ability mostly. Let's rage up and pop the warden ability. Most of these bases are all just the same, right? You try and use the warden ability for one rage compartment and the overgrowth to split up the backside rage compartments. So now we just need to wrap around. I'm using the super barbs to make sure the army stays inside of the base. So let's rage up again and look for the overgrowth placements while the rocket spear is working on the town hall, hopefully. Yeah, perfect. And then I'll place down this overgrowth, including the rage tower, so we can take half of it down together with the minion prince and the defending king. And yeah, once this overgrowth wakes up, I'll pop the king ability, and that's base down. Okay, we have a different base style finally, and I do think it's a pretty easy one for my army. So let's use the RC on this 9 o'clock side, and depending on how this corner goes, I'm gonna go for a redirect into the Monolith and the hook tower, because that's just an amazing funnel. I think it's perfect to go for a redirect right here. Nice. And if I can get this Monolith and this hook tower down, should be amazing value to get the rest of the base. Nice. Just recall out. And right now. And then go in from this left side. I'm gonna use the queen here and the king with some extra help with the ice golem and the skeleton spell, because I need that those 3 defenses to go down to finish up the funnel, and then everything should go straight into the core, and this is looking pretty good already. So let's rage up into the core and pop the warden ability like right now. And use the overgrowth right there. Maybe the king can get a little bit of extra value, and meanwhile, yeah, the rest of the army can finish the rest of the base. Still have quite a lot left. Let me try and use these super barbs for this left side, these Teslas, so the cleanup can get started. And yeah, now this overgrowth wakes up and everything is ready. Let's just rage up, and that's base down. Okay, we have Tom Sultan's base right here, and it's a variation of a pretty common one. And on this one, I think the same approach should be working. And I'll enter with my RC from here, take down these three buildings. It is pretty trapped up, it seems. So maybe I won't need the whole value. Okay, RC is also pathing the wrong way, so let's just recall out after this X-bow goes down, like right now. And we have our king and queen with the log launcher to create a big counter funnel, and then put in the roots from right there. And the skeleton spell to keep distracting the monolith, and put the rest of the army down. Everything should go straight into the core. And meanwhile, this king and queen have been doing so good on the side. So let's pop the warden ability, and then yeah, this is the heavy part of the base, of course, so we'll use whatever we need. Let's overgrowth this side and rage up again in a little bit, like right now. Pop the rocket spear ability and freeze up the town hall and this minion prince. And now we just have this overgrowth corner left. Should be an easy triple. Yeah, we got so much stuff left. So once again, a common base. You can always use the same strategy. Okay, we have a diamond style base with the two side rage compartments and trying to abuse the hook. Also, I'm seeing the spitters are pointed away from the town hall, so I'd like to enter into the town hall or to the side of it and use a log launcher. So let me place the RC there. Might have been a bad placement, so I'll need to redirect, because I do want this spitter compartment to go down, and then I can use the log launcher and the queen to take down the town hall. So let's just use another invis. The fox did die, but it shouldn't matter anymore. So let's recall out and set ourselves up with a log launcher from the 12 o'clock side. Looks good. Place the king on the other side and go in with the roots in between. The queen should be able to take down this town hall. And then we have pretty good pathing. I'm using the skeleton spell to make sure the queen stays alive for as long as possible. And then rage up the army and pop the warden ability. Okay, the king did take down a nice piece of this rage compartment, otherwise I would have overgrowthed it. So now I'll just overgrowth the other rage compartment once it's triggered. The RC is getting pretty low, so once this rage tower does wake up, I'll rage up and pop the rocket spear ability and freeze at the same time too, to make sure my army and the RC stays alive. But yeah, we have this. This is another triple. Last up we have this double rage core base. So either go for the RC on these sides, but I'm actually thinking this monolith compartment is looking very good. It's probably quite trapped up with some Teslas at least, but yeah, we should have enough invisibility as long as the RC doesn't get pulled to the side. Should be perfectly placed right now to take down this Monolith and the multi-gear tower. Maybe she'll even path all the way into the core. If so, I'll keep using Invises. Yeah, perfect. Let's use another one, since, yeah, she walked out of it and then just recall out. The core is actually pretty weak right now, so we don't really need to use all that much for it. Let's use this army from this side and yeah, then get the king and queen in from the side, like right there. I wouldn't mind if I get a little bit of a split into the right side. That way my king and queen should be able to stay alive longer. Actually, this is looking quite perfect since the RC is going into the middle and she can take down everything as long as this minion prince goes down. I can also use the overgrowth on the spitter when I need it. Yeah, I will need it, so let's use that. And then rage up into this town hall compartment, like right here. Still have the king ability for this top side. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. So let's try and save the RC. Yeah, shouldn't have even bothered probably. But this is another triple. The higher we push into legends, the more the same bases are actually coming back every time. So learn how to triple those and you can get some really good ranks, because like in the last two videos we had the same base like 5 times. So yeah, it's important to learn those. Meanwhile, we're doing pretty well. Hopefully we can get a nice finish and yeah, keep pushing. We actually get a nice chest too. Always can use a book of fighting, and we hit rank number 5. So see you guys later. Like and subscribe.